Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of CRS. And of course, today we're going to look at Prophet Isaiah's teaching on the subject matter, the sovereignty of God. Okay, so in the last episode, some people said I was blocking the board. Okay, the board is just to guide us so that we do not miss very important point. Okay, all right. So it's on the sovereignty of God, and Prophet Isaiah did not directly. In fact, his own take on this matter is very unique. It's very unique because it did not actually directly do a teaching on the sovereignty of God, but he actually made some statements. He actually made some statements that infers or suggested that he was talking about the power and the sovereignty of God. Okay, so his own take on the whole matter is very unique. Okay, it's very unique. His teaching is different. It's unique. Okay, he made statements that inferred. That suggested that what he was talking about, the sovereignty of God. All right. So today we're going to look at the his suggestions, his talks, his speeches about what the sovereignty of God. Okay, and of course he began by saying that by making a statement referring to God. Now, when he said, "I am the Lord," and let me take this out. He said, "I am the Lord, and there is no other." It was talking about God. Okay, he said, "I am the Lord, I am the Lord, and there is no other." All right, come on. He said, "Besides me." Right? "Besides me, there is no God." Is no God. Okay, this is one of the first statements that he made. I inferred that what he was talking about was the sovereignty of God when he said, "I am the Lord, and there is no other." I am the Lord, and there is no other. He's talking about God now. He said, "Besides me, there is no God." Okay, what he meant by this is that that there's nobody is as big as God. Nobody is comparable to God. All right, God does not take instruction from anyone. He is the King of all kings. He's the ruler of the universe. All right, he's incomparable. All right, he said, "I am the Lord." He said, "There is no other." Another one, no deal. I've heard that song. This kind God, another one, no deal. I've heard that song severally. This is what it means. I am the Lord, and there is no other. I say, besides me, there is no God. So apart from what? The God above, there's no other God. There's no other God. He is the only one. He's the only king. Okay, he's the only ruler. He's the creator. Okay, he's saying all this to show God's sovereign nature. All right, God's the fact that we cannot compare God to any other being. And of course, he made some other statement when he said, according to Isaiah, as you can see, he said, God is infinite in mercy. You know what infinite means? Never ending. It's never ending. His mercy is what? Is infinite. Okay, he said God is infinite in mercy, right? Despite the fact that he's a sovereign God. The fact that he's the Oga Pata of them all. The fact that he's the ruler of the universe. Just imagine the kind of, let's say you are the king of a particular town. See the pride you'll be carrying. See even if you are not the king, even if you are the son of the king, the way you'll be carrying your hand, the way you'll be walking. All right, the way you will be addressed. All right, now compare. Now, we cannot even compare, but just imagine. Okay, that I'm not talking about what God. He said, "Well, according to Isaiah, God is infinite in mercy, despite the fact that He's a sovereign God. Despite that we cannot quantify how big, how huge God is. All right, despite the fact that we cannot even imagine. Our imaginations is not even enough. All right, to maybe to structure how God is. We cannot. Our imagination is not up to that. Okay, but despite that, is infinite mercy. Okay, even before we even know Him, He has been what? He has been taking care of us. Before we know him, he has been what? Protecting us. Okay? He even guides us even when we do not know him. All right? So he does not say that maybe when rain is falling, he does not say that this rain should not fall. God is not partial. He does not say that this rain should not fall on the sinners, or it should not fall on, it should only fall on the righteous. God is not partial. God is generous. Okay, He's generous. Okay, His mercy. You do wrongs and He will forgive you. Once you come to Him, He will forgive you. Okay, these were all the teachings of Isaiah that suggested, okay, that God is what is sovereign. And God is a sovereign God. All right. Know that this tutorial is brought to you by the O3 Schools Jamb app. It is all you need to succeed in your exam. Answer the past questions that you need. It's a CBT practice app, and your exam is a CBT exam. That is the more reason why you need to get that app immediately. All right, go to Play Store, download O3 Schools Jamb app. It has some wonderful features like the classroom that has all the lecture notes. Okay, and then you can take tests afterwards. Taking it after studying a particular topic according to the Jamb syllabus. Questions has feature, UTME challenge, a challenge that will conduct for all students that are participating in Jamb for this year. Okay, you compete with your mates, you win prizes, you get used to how Jamb set that question, you see your result released every week. All right, so it's a wonderful feature that you should partake on because to help you track your progress. Okay, to activate it's just 3,000 naira aside. The time of shooting the video, it will increase in the future. So after downloading, click on activate. At the top, you find buy activation key. Click on it, and of course, you see what the options to activate your app. You can make transfer. You can use your ATM card to pay online. Any means necessary. All right. So please get that app immediately. It's highly recommended. Okay. So let's continue our discussion on the sovereignty of God. So it continues. He said, in His sovereignty, He formed the light. Okay, He formed the light and created darkness. So they will now have night and day, isn't it? I say He made will and created woe. All right, this will mean in the old times. Okay, will used to mean well-being, used to mean wealth. Okay, so He made will. He can make will. Okay, can make well-being, can make wealth. So He can also create woe. Okay, somebody that has the power to create well-being and create woe. Okay, so he made will and created woe. Okay, and continued to say, in His sovereignty, okay, He commands the heaven. In His sovereignty, He commands the heaven to shower and command the skies to rain down righteousness. Okay, in this part, I think this would be Isaiah 45. Okay, he was trying to compare. He was trying to he was using metaphor. Okay, to compare the rain that falls as righteousness. Okay, it was using to depict the fact that his goal, his purpose on man is that everyone, every place, everybody is to make sure that everyone is righteous on the earth. Okay, and of course, He wants everybody's life to be transformed. Okay, He wants everybody's life to be transformed. His infinite is in mercy. Okay, His infinite is mercy. He wants everyone to be saved. Okay, that's what He was trying to talk about in this statement. Say, in His sovereignty, He commands the heaven to shower. Okay, and of course, God is not partial. I've said that before. He is not partial. Okay, so He commands the rain to fall. He commands the rain to fall. Just imagine that feeling that you have when rain is falling. Forget the fact that maybe you are stranded somewhere and the rain is falling. No, not that kind of one. You'll be running up and down. So, but rain falling is a very good feeling, right? It's a very, very good feeling because you can see the farmers are happy. All right, maybe the weather is too hot, the rain falls. You see everybody is happy. Let this rain touch the ground so that at least this heat will go away. And so many things. Imagine rain falling on top of your ceiling. Those of you that like sleep very well, it's the feeling it gives to you is it's a joyful feeling. So God wants everyone to be saved. He wants everyone to be saved. He does not want anyone to perish. He wants everyone to be righteous. That is His ultimate goal. All right. So He said, command the skies to rain down righteousness. He commands the earth to open that salvation may sprout forth. Okay, He wants everyone to be saved, and He causes righteousness to spring up also. Okay, He causes righteousness to spring up also. All right. In this continuation, before we continue, please make sure that you have liked this video. Make sure you are subscribing to this channel so that you can get notification whenever we publish a new video. Okay, to subscribe, just click on that red subscribe button right now as we are talking, and of course, you stay in touch with us. Don't forget to share this video also. All right. So also, Prophet Isaiah also talked about the sovereignty of God, all right, by when he said that, he said, whoa, he was talking about the power, he was talking about the power of God, the power of the sovereign nature of God, when he's comparing when he made this statement, he said, woe to any man, he said, woe to any man that strives with his maker. Woe to any man that strives with his maker. Okay, woe to any man that strives with his maker. Okay, so he was trying to buttress the sovereignty of God. He was trying to buttress the sovereignty of God by comparing to what? To the earthen vessel. Okay, to the earthen vessel and the potter. Okay, he was trying to compare, all right, to try to buttress rather the power of the sovereign nature of God by comparing to the earthen vessel and the potter. Okay, I've heard about the potter and the clay. The potter and the clay now. It is the potter that decides the future of the clay. Okay, it's the potter that decides what he wants to use the clay to do. So the clay cannot say, please use me to do pots. The clay cannot talk to the maker and say, use me to do basket for keeping water. The potter cannot say, please put ear for me. I want to have ear. The potter cannot say, it is the potter that decide the fate of the clay. Okay, so it was comparing. You say, woe to any man that strives with his maker. Caused. Woe means caused. Yeah, caused is any man that strives with his maker. So you cannot strive with your maker. So the way it is impossible for the clay to talking to the potter what it wants. Okay, the way it's very impossible. In fact, he used some set of rhetorical questions. You know what rhetorical question, right? Rhetorical questions are questions that do not demand answer. Okay, so when the potter is trying to make something out of the clay. Okay, to make a vessel out of the clay. All right, so the clay cannot say, who fashions me, who fashions it, or who fashions it, or who fashions me. It cannot ask kind of question, who fashions me. Okay, it cannot also say, what are you making? What are you making? It cannot make that kind of statement. Okay. It cannot say, what are you making? It cannot say, why don't I have handles? Okay? Or why don't you give me handles? So the clay cannot make this kind of statement. It's rhetorical. Okay? Because they cannot it lacks the ability. So it is God that So as I was trying to compare this, okay, to the power of the sovereign nature of God, that it is God that decides the fate of mankind. Just as we have seen under what Prophet Amos was teaching about the sovereign nature of God. It is God that decides the fate of mankind. Man cannot choose. Okay, it is God that decides. It's God that makes final decision. Okay, so the potter just as the way the potter cannot talk to just as the way the clay or the earthen vessel cannot talk to the potter. Okay, who is creating it? That's how we also cannot talk to God. Okay, it is God that decides everything ultimately. All right. So in his concluding words, he said, Isaiah concluded by stating that God created the earth and he created man upon it. Okay, he created the earth, stating that God created the earth. It is God, because soon I'm going to see the account of the creation. So God created the earth and he created man upon the earth. Okay, and he stretched out his hands and created heavens and commanded all their hosts. Okay, he stretched out his hands and created heavens and commanded all the hosts of heaven. So this is what the account, okay, that we have about the prophet Isaiah, okay, talks or teachings on on the sovereignty of what? Of God. So I'm sure that you understand what this very well. I'm going to take a question right now from the O3 School Jamb app, okay, that talks about what this, so that we'll know that what questions will come out under this part also. So please make sure your mind is open. Make sure your heart is open to what to learn. Okay, so before we go to the next episode, let's quickly see that question. Okay, there are thousands of further questions on the O3 School Jamb. Like I said, please make sure you download the application today and make sure you start using it to practice. All right, if you can practice a lot of questions, you have solved most of your problems in Jamb. All right, so they say the central theme of Isaiah's teaching. This is a 1994 question number 17. 1994 question number 17. It is being displayed on your screen right now. It said the central theme of Isaiah's teaching is that A, no sinner can be saved. That wasn't it. B, say every sinner will be saved. Okay, that wasn't it. Say C, no sinner is beyond redemption. Okay, that should be it. Say D, the vilest sinner will not be redeemed. No, so it is C. No sinner is beyond redemption. God is infinite in mercy. We saw it right in the beginning. God is what? Is infinite what? In mercy. Okay, He decides to forgive us even when we do not know Him. He decides to guide us even when we do not know Him. Okay, so this was the central teaching of Isaiah. Okay, so in the next episode, we're going to see what the account, okay, of the psalmist about what the sovereignty of God. And I'll see you in that next episode. Thank you for watching.